Hello. Let's go over Brawler. Brawler Luna. She's a cat. She's a cat. Wait, she's a ninja. She's a cat. Green. Good cat. Best color. Best color green. Brawler. Brawler and Deadly Blade are two of my all-time favorite ninjas. They are. They are. They hit probably harder. They do probably the most damage. If you're playing ninjas like Dragon, the coveted Dragon, and you're having trouble killing smashers and miss monsters, it's because Dragon can't. These ninjas can. So Dragon has the Dragon Slash that everybody likes. It's super cool to clear out 20 husks in one slash. But when I say husks, I mean the children and the skinnies that really don't have a threat to your objective. So Dragon is good for clearing out the nonsense. But ninjas similar to Harvester, which is super boring to play, but super strong. Brawler, which takes a little bit of setup, but we'll go over that here in a little bit. And Deadly Blade, which requires specific weapon types. They can really dish out a ton of damage. So, let's get into it. Brawler's in-game description states, a skilled melee fighter who uses quick Crescent Kicks to stun enemies before cutting them down. I can't get over the cat mask. It's so weird. I don't know why so many cats, and it just cracks me up. Alright, so, like all ninjas, you get Shinobi, so reduces your fall damage taken by 10% and increases your run speed and sprint speed by 10%. This ninja gets Crescent Kick, per the description, Dragon Slash, and Smoke Bomb. Level 2, you get Mantis Sleep, that's your double jump. Level 5, you get Kickback, reduces the energy cost of Crescent Kick by 14. 5 wins cut. So you already, outside of like comparing to Dragon, you get 24% extra damage with swords, axes, and scythes. Dragon doesn't have any buffs to their weapons. There is a small window of opportunity after you either kill something from Dragon Slashing or you go into where it does extra damage. So, but anyways, you don't. This character has a flat 24 increase at all times. Level 12, you get Kicking and Screaming. Crescent Kick applies vulnerability to the affected enemies, plural, so you can hit multiple targets at once. Increasing damage taken from all sources by 40% on the target for 4 seconds. So after you kick, you got a 40% increase. Plus your 24, 64% damage for 4 seconds after you kick your target. You also get Assassination on this hero. Already, you have all the damage in the game for a ninja right here. You've got your flat damage. You've got your stackable damage. You get a damage buff for kicking your target. So what Assassination is literally the ninja's variant of debilitating shots for soldiers, where as you, here, we'll just read it. Dealing sword damage, but you have to use swords. Even though, again, it's a mechanic, they need to dial in the ninjas. 5 wins cuts allows you to use swords, axes, and scythes, but not spears. It just needs to say edged weapon damage. That's what it needs to say. That would fix everything. Assassination, dealing sword damage, it needs to say edged weapon damage. Okay, so you can use anything besides this. So now you're being, here you can use 3 weapons for 5 wins cut. Assassination is now dialing you down to just swords. So dealing sword damage grants 1 stack of Assassination, increasing the damage dealt by swords by 5%. It lasts 5 seconds, but stacks 5 times. So if you hit something 5 times without letting your 5 seconds go without hitting a target, it doesn't have to be the same target. You'll get a glowy band around your arm. I'll show it off here in a little bit. So you're doing 25% on top of your static 24. So you're at 49%, plus your 40 after you kick a target. You're at 89%. 89% extra damage. Just from your hero, not your weapons. From your hero. Quick Kick reduces the cooldown of Crescent Kick by 4 seconds. You get Pain Mastery. Assassination stacks now grant a 3 bonus per stack to crit rating with edged melee weapons. Now we're back to edge, so now you can even use spears for Pain Mastery. Okay. Hopefully that will get reworked. There's not enough ninja players out there for people on Reddit to really bitch. What happens is everybody on Reddit just complains about how ninjas aren't viable. They're 100% viable. They just take more skill than a soldier. For some reason, soldiers have health, and they're the glass cannons that can sit back and poop out damage from a distance, from a safe distance, where ninjas are squishy, but they have to go stand in the bees and the piss and get touched by all the elemental husks. So, but if people were to complain about valid things like that, just all their stuff needs to be edged weapon, and that would just clear it up. Then you could use whatever kind of edged weapon you want in the game. We don't have a single hero in the game that utilizes axes yet. If you made everything for the ninja edged instead of sword, scythe, or axe, or I mean, it does say axe, but like assassination, if it was edged, if paid mastery stayed edged, and then 5 winds cut was edged, you could use axes. You could use axes. Not that we want to use axes. I don't know. I can't remember. All the melee weapons got a different increase in damage buff a few months back. I think hammers got the biggest buff. Swords got the smallest buff. I don't remember where axes and scythes and spears were on that list of buffs. Enough of that rant. Level 30, you get Hotfoot. It converts your Crescent Kick into energy damage and increases the base damage by 100%. So now you're doing double the damage you would with your kick. It's also energy damage. It's a cool hero. Some people play this hero with ability damage, so they focus on just kicking, when all reality that's kind of a waste. You want to focus on your sword play. Your kick is good, right? It's got cooldown reduction. It has energy cost reduction. It does double damage. It's also energy, but it's a setup mechanic at the same time, more than not. So you're doing 40% more sword damage after you kick a target. And then you have 3 buffs in here that dramatically increase your sword play. We're just going to say swords because in order to use assassination, you have to use swords. So you use kick to stun and to kick and to apply damage. And then you mess them up with your sword. Okay? Good stuff. Good stuff. The bonus that she brings to the table is also super good. If you're looking for any kind of sword or melee class hero, this character brings Keen Edge, increases sword, axe, and scythe crit damage by 70% once you get her to 3-star evolution. So if you want increased crit damage on your swords, besides the criticals, you should probably pick up Brawler Luna. She's in the store this week. She's also a regular in-game hero. You can get her any time of the game. So, Brawler. So this is the standard loadout for pretty much every ninja that I run, honestly. I run Swordmaster Ken in my support so I can get that increased to 24% just flat damage to swords, axes, and scythes. This boosts my potential 89% damage to 113% damage. It's gross. And then I run Deadly Blade in Tactical. After playing Deadly Blade, I'll go over that ninja later on here in the next couple days or so. But after playing Deadly Blade, the Corrosion tactical ability that she has is awesome, but it requires crit build swords. So I could technically, if I really wanted to make Deadly Blade shine, or the tactical corrosions shine even more, crit damage would probably be best in slot for support. But since I don't have 2 brawlers yet, and I'm not going to make 2 of the same hero, I'm going to wait for another version or skin of Brawler to come out before I do so. But putting crit damage makes your corrosion that much better. So it's kind of a toss-up for me. I haven't run numbers to tell you what's best. It all depicts on what your weapon really is set up for, on when you can decide to slot straight damage or crit damage. Also, you can run all kinds of stuff in tactical. I mean, there's not since she's got smoke bomb, you can play with, like, if you want to have shield regen with Mega Base Kyle, you can slap that in there. But this is what I do for damage, for just damage. It's a ninja. You want to get in, you want to kill it, you want to get out. So damage. All right, so here we are back in Hexylvania before it's gone. I love Hexylvania. It's so cluttered, though. It gets frustrating moving the map sometimes, but it's awesome. I love it. All right, so Dragon Slash, for those of you that don't know, it's just basically you dash forward. It's kind of a sideways wave clear. This character does not excel in Dragon Slash. It's going to consume 50 energy. I don't really recommend using it on this hero. You can, but you're going to probably starve yourself of energy. So, whoosh, that's your Dragon Slash. Another ability that you can use is Smoke Bomb. It's 6 seconds. It does an okay amount of damage. But again, this character doesn't really excel in it. But you just throw it down. Everything inside gets slowed down. They take damage over time. Another thing I didn't mention, the Dragon Slash is considered edged weapon damage. So on this hero, it really doesn't do much. But again, if they were to change all of their assassination from sword to edged, if you were to Dragon Slash through a group of husks and clear them out, you'd come out of that with full assassination stacks. I mean, there's things you can do to make the ninjas that much better. Also, assassination needs to last longer than 5 seconds. I think debilitating 5 seconds? I can't remember. But debilitating, you don't have to run to your target. And then mainly, her main ability you're going to be using is going to be Crescent Kick, which is this. Costs less than 20 energy, and it's on a what timer? 6-second timer. Okay, it's huge. It does a ton of damage. It stuns. It's got massive impact. It's energy. It's AOE. Let's get these guys all grouped up. We'll just come over here and go. Whap! Okay, awesome. Okay, then the stacks of assassination that make you stronger. If you look at my forearm, I've got this like energized snake flying around my forearm, right? It's like a band of energy. As you hit, there I go. I'm doing 5% more, 10% more, 15, 20. Now it's gone. Really needs to last a little bit more than 5 seconds, in all honesty, because you have to run to your targets. Take that damage. Take that damage. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. There's been a couple changes to Crescent Kick also, just if you guys are curious. Crescent Kick can only be used on the ground. There was an update a while ago, a few months ago, where you were able to jump in Crescent Kick. It was beautiful, especially for takers. It was awesome. You can't do it anymore. I don't know why. You can't do it while you're in the air. I don't know when that changed. I haven't played Brawler in a few months, so I was kind of upset when I couldn't jump kick.
Serious?
Yeah, another trick you can do with the double jumps is launch pads, and this is how you can explore the map quickly. Look at that. Look at that. Almost the whole length. It's gross.
Tell your friends.
Smoke bomb. And look, everything dies. Brawler's cool. I love Brawler. The smoke bomb is fairly strong without any buffs to it. Crescent Kick is super good. If you're chasing down blasters, you can stun them. You apply the 40% extra damage. Again, when you run Swordmaster Can, if you have it in your support, you can get that extra 24% on top of your 24%. You can stack 25%. You get your 40% for kicking your target. The amount of damage this character outputs is ridiculous. And then you apply corrosion to your tactical, and then you have a crit build sword. Woo! It's awesome. The hero is super cool. I love it. You could also run, I mean, lots of people like to run, you could run Master Grenader in your tactical for ability and weapon damage heal over times. You could run Alchemist, which is the Santa Claus Christmas time ninja that hopefully will come back out in a month, where every 4th hit generates just health. So you can apply that for survivability. Yeah, you could drop Smoke Bomb with Mega Base in your tactical for instant shield regen. Not regen, I think it's just instant fills for defense. If I can give you guys one more tip about ninjas. I don't really main ninjas. I have a lot of hours with ninjas though. Don't hold the trigger down. Pick your targets and click the swing. So hit that guy, hit that guy, hit that guy. Okay? There's a lot of times where people, it's a preference on your play style, but I think it's a lot of people don't understand or think about how to play it properly. The majority of people that play ninjas want to put attack speed, which is fine. If that's how you want to play, you can play that way. I will never play that way. But you put attack speed, and the mentality of attack speed is because you lose your damage. But now you have to hit faster to get your DPS up. So now you're going to go in here and you're going to find a target, you're going to land it next to them, and you're just going to be swinging. So the mentality is to hold your trigger down or your left click and just swing away until it dies. Well, you're standing in piss, you're standing in bees, you're getting butt touched by the frozen husks, so now you can't run away. The nature husks are stealing your energy, so you can't even double jump away. Fire husks are igniting you on fire while you're sitting here hacking and slashing, okay? So the idea behind tap firing tap swinging on your target is that way. Also, another reason is if you're running through a crowd just swinging, you might swing before you hit your target and you have to wait for your next swing. So you always want to make sure that you swing when you're going to hit your target. And on that, if you're swinging like that and you're hitting your swings and you're aiming, then attack speed's irrelevant. Okay, does that make sense? Because you're picking your swing. So if you have attack speed, this type of swinging negates any kind of attack speed. This is literally like if you're super underpowered and you're walking behind a smasher being like, hey, pay attention to me, hey, pay attention to me, hey, pay attention to me, then attack speed might be merited, okay? But again, if you like attack speed, go ahead and use it. I don't recommend attack speed. And then really focus on your swings. Pay attention to what you're hitting. Jump in around, jump over their heads, tap them, hit this guy, hit this guy. That way you're just not swinging like a madman, missing swings and taking damage. It'll help your ninja game out, your melee game. I promise you. Promise you.
Upward. Double jump.
So there you have it. I don't know if you guys have impressions that Brawler is a worthless ninja or haven't heard about Brawler. Hopefully that opened your eyes. I mean, the fact that you can get over 100% extra damage should literally be like, whoa, I didn't even know that. People always hear things about specific ninjas like, just play Dragon, or Swordmaster Ken is the Mist Monster Killer. Potentially. But Brawler Luna is by far one of the better ninjas out there. There's just a little bit of skill involved and setup, like assassination stacks and then you're kicking. But it hits like a truck. She hits like a truck, and I can't wait for a male version to come out because honestly, I'm not a big fan of the girl ninjas. I don't know what these little curtains that are hanging from my armpits. I don't understand. I do like the cat mask, but. Kicking. I wouldn't waste your time with Dragon Slash on this hero. Your kick is all you need, and then Smoke Bomb just for fun. If there's a bunch of kitties coming at you, just drop a Smoke Bomb if you want. But just be careful because it'll consume your energy. You need energy for double jumps. You need energy for your kicks. Both are super cheap on this hero, so you use your jumps to get in and out of combat, to move around, to chase down targets. You use your kicks to stun big targets, and get your extra damage on those big targets. Because everything else is going to die 1-2 hits. So, I don't see myself playing much ninjas. Well, I still have to play Dim Mak. So if you guys are curious and you want to see some ninja gameplay, feel free to swing by the stream. And if I'm playing something else, be like, dude, go play Brawler. You know, I'll switch and play Brawler. If you wanted me to play anything, I usually, whenever people ask me to play something, we'll switch around and we'll play it. If it's a newer hero that I'm not 200% familiar with, we usually do a quick rundown in chat first. We brainstorm different types of loadouts, and then we go in and mess around and test different things. But I've played most of the heroes now, so that doesn't happen very often. But anyways, so if you're curious and you want to see it, hang out, meet some people that want to play games, swing over to twitch.tv/SlyGumbi. We're live pretty much every night from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's West Coast United States. So, yeah, with that, I'm out. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.